Hi, this is Mary, and welcome to my channel, Mary Altres Web Customizations. In this video, I will teach you how to make a web page responsive. I recently bought my website hosting and domain, and I now have a holding page for my website. Yay! Today, I will show you how to make my holding page responsive. Our website URL is maryeltres.com and it is not responsive yet. Now let's start making my holding page responsive. I will open my editor. I use Atom Editor. I also connected Atom Editor to my website using FTP access. This is my index.html. This contains the HTML codes that I use to create my holding page. This is my holding page, and this is the HTML codes I used. Inside the head tag is the title tag. The title tag contents can be seen on the browser tab. Here, these are the fonts that I used from Google Fonts. I used Breeze Serif and Open Sans. This is the link to my website CSS file, which contains the CSS styles of the holding page. And this, the Font Awesome external CSS file, which I use to display the social media links. The icons displayed are from Font Awesome external CSS. These are the body contents. This is my logo. These are my contents. And these are my social media links. Inside the head tag, after the title tag, I will add this code, meta name equals viewport, consent equals width equals device dash width, comma, initial scale 1.0. What does this HTML code block mean? This is called a meta viewport HTML meta tag. This will help me make the holding page responsive. The width equals device width in the consent parameter sets the width of the page to follow the screen width of the device. And initial scale 1.0 sets the initial zoom level of the page when it's first loaded by the browser. Let's check how my holding page now look on mobile. I will go back to the browser and I will press F12 key on the keyboard. This will display the browser developer tools or DevTools for short. On the right, the HTML and CSS styles of the page are displayed. My browser DevTools is set to the right side because it is easier for me to test the page responsiveness when it is on the right side. I can see how it looks on the left and I can easily locate and modify the element styles on the right. This browser dev tool can be on the bottom of the page. Just click the horizontal three dots in the top right of the browser and select the dev tool's position. It is also can be displayed on the left side or on a separate browser window. I only use DevTools in a separate window when I test on wider screens. I will put it back on the right side of the browser. I forgot to save the meta viewport code. Let's check how my holding page looks on mobile. This is currently how it looks on mobile. If it's your first time opening the DevTools, this will look like this. No tabs to easily view responsiveness of the page. Just toggle the device toolbar icon on the top left of the DevTools to easily view the page in different screen sizes. Click the columns here to view the page in different screen sizes. This is the view for tablet screens, and this is the view for laptop screens. Let's start making this page responsive on mobile first. I will now save the updates in my index.html file. I will go back to the browser and make a hard reload. This is how it looks now on mobile after adding the meta viewport tag. It is very unfriendly and it looks broken. This is my holding page on the left side. I will fix the overflowing of the text here. I will right click and inspect and locate this element to the right in DevTools. So we can see we have an H1 here. So this caused the overflowing. We will make this font size of this H1 a little smaller, so to prevent the overflow. I'll just click H1 here and I will reduce the size. Okay, so I already reduced the size, and the logo also has an overflow. I will right click here and I will put on a max width 100%. 100%. Okay, so fix the overflow. Now let's go back to the editor and let's apply the updates to the styles.css. This is the style.css. We will look for the H1. Currently it has a 5 rem, so temporarily we used 3 rem here for a mobile screen with a screen width of 320 pixels. before we do that, because we want to retain this 5 RAM in desktop, we will create a separate media query for desktop. This will help to reduce the unused CSS of the page. So before we modify the H1 CSS styles, we will create a media query at media screen and open and close parentheses min width 769 pixels. Okay, and we will have the H1 selector here, and we will copy the H1 font size, which is 5 RAM. So I will copy it in here, there, and we will create another media query for mobile with a max width of 768. So this font size will happen when the screen width of the device is less than or equal 768 pixels. Then we will go back to the H1 and we will remove this here and let's save it. So we will doing this to prevent the unused CSS on our web page. And I will go back to the browser and I will have a hard reload. Okay, so as you can see, when I inspect on H1, you can see that on 768 its font size is 3 RAM, but when I click on the larger screens like a laptop screens, it has a font size of 5 RAM. As you noticed, we don't have an unused CSS here. You will notice an unused CSS if there's a strike through in here. So for example, if we don't remove this and let's say I have set it to 7 RAM, okay, its global styles is 7 RAM, you can see there's a strike through, and this can become an unused CSS, like you have overwritten this style. So it's a good practice to keep in mind to reduce the unused CSS. Okay, so let's remove this, save it again, and we still have the logo image overflowing, so I can scroll it horizontally like this on the mobile screen view. We will add the max with 100%, so I will make it globally so it doesn't require to be on desktop or mobile, because I want that CSS to be displayed globally. So whenever I'm on I'm on any screen width, I want it to have a max width 100%. Okay, let's go back. Okay, hard reload. There. So when I resize this screen to the left, as you can see, it 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 doesn't stretch and a full width of the screen. So max width, whenever it reaches its max width, which is the max width of this image is um for 498 pixels. So when it reaches its max width, is converted to 100%. It will be resized like this. It will resize with equal ratio. The width and height will have an equal ratio. The next thing that I will do is to have the left and right spaces, the left and right spaces on these sides. So I will have to add left and right padding to the body. I will click on the body here, and I will add the padding below here to test what it will look. And let's add a basic padding, right, 10 pixels. So it's not touching, it is not touching the sides anymore. So let's update this under CSS. I'll just copy and we'll go back to the editor and we'll find the body and paste. Okay, that is saved now, and we'll have a hard reload. Okay, yay. Next thing we do is this these social links here doesn't look nice, so I'm gonna use a flex box here. So actually it already has a flex CSS property. So in mobile view, it should the direction should be row flex direction or column. Yeah, it's column. So the flex direction column, and I want to align them to center. Yeah, just this is what I wanted it to be displayed. And of course, to prevent this, I think it doesn't have an unused CSS so yet, so it's okay to add this in on the mobile screen width. So let's copy the CSS selector and we'll go back to the media query with the max width of 768, and let's paste it, and let's copy the CSS that we used, and there. Okay, and I save it. I will go back to the browser and I will make a hard reload, and there, this is how it looks now. So when it reaches the 768, it will be displayed in rows and is centered. Okay, another thing I have to do in mobile is that, as you can see, the background didn't seem to be viewed here. So I'll reduce these spaces at the top here and here and also here. So let's inspect it again. So it's the body and the container. Okay, the container. The green color means it's a padding, and the orange is a margin. So it's a padding. So I will reduce the container padding to 50 pixel. Okay, it's nice, the 50 pixel. Okay, then we have an unused CSS down there. So let's just do what we have done with the H1. So I'll just copy the CSS selector and go back to 768 and have a padding top of 50 pixel. And on the 769, meanwhile, that's the media query for the desktop. So it would be 100 pixel. Then don't forget to remove the 100 pixel padding top. Then save. Okay. And we will also reduce the margin of the logo container. So I will make that to margin bottom 30 pixel. So that looks nice. Okay, and we'll copy the selector and we'll go back to the editor, and I'm gonna paste it down here on 768, and we will have a margin dash bottom 30 pixel, and I will copy it to the top for desktop, and we will have a margin bottom 50, and let's remove the margin bottom here to prevent the unused CSS styles. And then let's check it again. There. So when I resize, okay, so in larger screen means it has the spacing is there. So let's check if it happened. So we have the 50 here and we have a 100 here. So it reduces the unused CSS so much. So there. And next we have, let's fix this bottom padding later. So next is the serving soon. I want these dots to be in a column, like here, the bottom. So I'm gonna remove that from my index.html and create a pseudo contents using pseudo selectors. So it will be used globally. So let's add it here, the H1, and I'm gonna say before and H1 after. Then I will have the the content. When using pseudo selectors, the content properties are required. So I'm gonna add the ellipsis, and there it is. So I'm gonna save it. Okay, refresh. Okay, it has overflowed. Then I will inspect the H1. Then I want it to be displayed. So the before and after contents have a display inline property. So we will make it to black. So it will push down. See, it's display black. But we won't want that display black on the larger screen. So we'll just make it on the mobile tablet and mobile screens. So I will copy this. No, it's just the H1. So no, it's the it's the before and after. We have style before. So I will copy this, the bottom here, and we will have a display black. Okay, and let's refresh again. Okay, this looks nicer, and I want this um top this top ellipsis to have the same space. So I'm gonna add a margin to this, but before that we'll create the selector so we can test. Okay, and let's have a temporary bottom margin of say 10 pixels. Okay, okay, so it isn't same as with the bottom ellipsis. So I'm just click before here, and we will adjust until it's has a similar distance. Okay, so I'm gonna make it 20 or 30, 25. I guess, yeah, 25. And let's try to not make this italic. Font style normal. So it does good. It does look good on normal. So let's say we have it have a normal style rather than italic. Okay. There. See? Okay. So it is a little cut off in 782 screens. So we'll deal about that later. So let's focus on this mobile. So we have a margin bottom 25 pixels. So let's update this to 25 pixels and save. Then we will have a font style normal for the before and after pseudo selectors. So font style normal. Okay, and then we will be back on the browser and refresh it. Okay, and then we have a very huge space up here. So I want when I view this page on my phone, I want to see this hole, So I'm gonna reduce the space on the top, the container. So we have the H1 margin at the top, and we will have a margin up like 30 or 20 pixels. Okay, it's a little, say 10, and margin bottom 10. Okay, there. So we have a bottom 10, and it almost displays my content, so it's a little scroll. So this is the 100% view of a phone. So yeah, but yeah, it's okay for me. I also don't think to reduce this. I love how it looks, but I want to I want your eyes to focus on this text, so I still need to reduce the size of this. So let's just copy this first and update it on our style.css here. Okay, then save. So when you visit here, I know your eyes will be looking for this, not this. So I'm gonna reduce it a little. So maybe there, 1.5 gram. Yeah, that's enough. So I'm gonna copy H2. So H2, font size 1.5 gram. And yeah, in H2 here, to prevent the unused CSS, we will its original 2.5, and we will remove the unused font here. Okay, there. And of course, this is my subtext, just the H3, and I'm gonna say it's a 1 rem. 1 rem. Okay, and I will reduce the top spacing so it will be closer to the title text. So I remove that top margin. Okay, and reduce the bottom margin of this. Margin dash bottom to 10 pixel. It's a little closer now. So how much is a 1 rem? So how many pixels? To check this, I'll just go to the computed, and the font size is 16 pixels. Okay, so my general font size is 16 pixels, but it should be 18. Yeah, my body does 18. So body's font size 18. So I think it should go on HTML. So let's go back first with this sizing. So we have an H3 here that we need to put margin bottom 10 pixel, and go back to the H3. H3. So I'll put my H3 here, and we'll have a font size of 1 rem, and we'll have a margin bottom. How much? 10 pixels in H2, 10 pixels, and font size 1 rem with no margin top, 0. Okay, there. Let's see. I'll refresh that. Okay, so when I view this, the basic 1 rem should be 18, so I'm gonna remove the font size here on the body, so it should be in HTML. I will create an HTML up here, HTML, and the font size would be 16 pixels for mobile and 18 on desktop. So this should look here. Okay, there it goes, and we will refresh. It gets a little bit bigger. So I want next thing to do. So we have refreshed this. Okay, I think it's the body. I don't know what causes the background to, when you refresh that, there's some white thingy. I have not added the CSS reset yet, but I don't want, when you hard refresh, there's a white thing here. I guess it's my background image because it isn't optimized yet. So I will soon show how to make this page optimized, but I see no reason for doing that, so I'll be doing that when my actual website is live. So let's go back. What? I forgot to check. So yeah. Okay, the ellipsis. So yeah, I'm gonna check the ellipsis. So it should have a font style normal. Okay. So yeah, we are almost seeing my contents now on the phone. So I want to reduce the padding here, the wet container. So maybe I'll just remove that. Should be padding dash, or I'll just mimic this. So it will we don't have we don't have a new CSS. So this means this is the size from the top, right, bottom, and left. So this is the bottom, so this is what we should remove. See, so it shouldn't be 0, so at least 1 pixel. Okay, there it goes. So I'm almost seeing my whole page now. Okay, and I'm gonna copy this and put in my media query here, and have a padding. This is a shorthand of a padding. Okay, then we'll copy it on the desktop, and we will have a 30 here, and we will remove this and save. See, we don't have use CSS. Okay, I almost see my page now. This is my whole page now on a phone, and I want to reduce spaces between these social media links. So I have a gap of 20. So I'm gonna reduce that to 10, maybe 10 or 15. Yeah, 15 pixels. 16 pixels is advised, so in Google standards. So I'll just use 16 pixels. And I would love to increase the padding to 15 pixels, yeah, so it looks balanced. And let's copy these, the updates. So we will now have padding 15 pixels to all sides, and we will have a gap of 16 pixels for each between social media links, and we should copy this here because it will cause an unused CSS. So I will copy it here at the top, and I will remove this. So it should be, we have 10 pixels and 15 pixels before, and a gap of 20 pixels. And we will go back to social media container class, and we will remove this and this. Okay, and save and refresh. Okay, so yeah, and we have this background. So I want this background to be center bottom. So background position center. So center bottom. Okay, then was padding, and we will remove the padding, this huge padding here, and just reduce that to 50. So this should be it. So it's more balanced with the top. The top has 50 and the bottom has 50. Yeah, it looks nicer now with the flowers. So center bottom. Okay, let's go with the body first. So I think we should make it general. So let's see how it looks with the center bottom. It looks nice. So we'll go back to the body selector. I want it in the center bottom, and the container will have a bottom padding 50 pixels, and also should copy this update here wherein the padding bottom of the container is 239 pixel, and we should remove that. So we go back down here. Where's the container? Here. So should have 39. So yeah, I just want to have this body background. So let's save that. Okay. So my page now is responsive. My holding page, this is only a holding page, and it looks responsive now. So let's check my H1 back again. So we have, yeah, okay. Yeah, and I can see my whole content in a page. Then I can scroll here to see my little of my background there. So this is how it looks. So let's resize. Okay, so we still have this issue. Let's see when it happens between 9 964. So in 964 and 768. So in 964, we'll let's reduce the size of this to 4M. Okay, and we will have a max with 964. We will create another media query, and we'll say it's 964 and min width should be min width 769. See, it will only happen. It will only happen between these screen sizes. So I will have my font size 4M. Okay. See. Oops. Still happens. Okay. So maybe reduce it in 769. 769. Height is 769. At least 3.5. Yeah, 3.5 gram will do. Okay, 3.5. Okay, then refresh. See, it's now responsive. So we have at 320. So the smallest mobile screen size is at 320. So it's just okay for this to overlap here. So, and I can also try without this device toolbar. So I also want to check like this. See how it looks. There it goes. My the responsiveness of my holding page. And another left thing to do is the index.html. So I'm gonna have alt here. So every image should have an alt tag. For example, the alt tag is very useful. For example, your image is, or you have a very slow connection, and you don't this will identify what is the image. So for example, right here, so I'm gonna make my network very slow, so I'm gonna load this. So very slow. Okay, I think my page is fast enough. Okay, offline. No. Slow 3G. But in slow in slow in slow internet connections, some images might not be displayed. Or let's say I tried to rename that, so it will not be found by the browser. See, it will display. This is the alt tag. This is will let the people know what image is not displayed. So let's say it's a logo. Okay, there. So the visitors will know what image is being displayed, rather than displaying a default image there. So yeah, so let's fix that up. And another thing is adding the width and height of the image used. So this is very helpful to the browser, because it already know how much width and height it will display for the image. So currently we will have a 498 by 101 pixel. So the width will be 498 and a height of 101 pixel. Okay, and refresh. Okay, let's put back the fast network again. Okay. So let's have this one more time. Okay, I'm so happy. And I'm also dying to know what is the core vital score of my holding page. So because we have we don't have an unused CSS in our responsive styles. So I'm just copy this and view this on an incognito window. Yeah, because it does heart the page when it is tested in Lighthouse using a regular browser window. So I'm gonna press F12, and I want this to be at the bottom, and I'm gonna go to this tab, Lighthouse, and I want to perform the scores report on desktop. Let's see how my scores are. Yeah. Oops, yay! It's very good. We got our good score, so it's green, it's good. And let's check on mobile. Mobile. My logo pretty distorted, right? I think let's check it back again. Why it's become distorted. So we have best practices here. So I wonder because of the width and height, but let's check again. Yeah, it becomes distorted. So yeah, height auto. Yeah, it should be have a height auto. Okay, that's we have missed, so it doesn't look distorted. Okay, let's go back to the global styles with the image, and let's have a height auto. Okay, and there it goes. Then let's check again. So this is a pretty great score. We have an orange here. So the issue is unused CSS. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, it's the font awesome. So because it's an external, there's a lot of CSS in there. So there is a hack on how to make that uh, yeah, image aspect ratio. Yeah, as you can see this. I already complained. Okay, let's check again the mobile page load. Okay, as you can see, the logo is not distorted now. And let's wait. Boom! See, I have a good report in mobile. Yeah, I hope this is the end of my video on how to make a web page responsive. I hope you have learned from this video, and if you have learned, uh, if you if you have questions or some other things that you want to know, just leave a comment below, and I will surely see them and read them and have my reply. So thanks for watching.